Leo, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This is good for Leo's sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Okay, so I've put out some cards already, but we will be adding to this because this, I can tell, is an extremely important reading for you. Okay, it is a general message, so, it may not hit with all of you, but there's some of you here that I truly do feel can benefit from this sort of soft slash hard warning. Okay, so there is a very, very good indication here of possibly backsliding into something that is not going to be a good a good decision to go with. All right, you have something very promising ahead of you, but I feel like some of you are going to backslide into something. So let me explain basically what I'm seeing here. So for some of you, this could be in the form of a message. A message comes in, possibly it's a past person, or if it's romantic, or it could be anything really. Maybe it's just something that just sounds really fun, but deep down like it's trouble or something like that. That's really what I'm getting here. All right. I feel like you're going to want to entertain this and that sort of thing. But, as we see, as it continues down the road and, we'll talk about, you've got a couple double confirmation cards here, then this is clearly not the way to go. All right. So we're going to clarify some of this. But here's the other really important message I see is some of you are on the right track right now. You start off the week, you're feeling optimistic, you're feeling hopeful, you're wanting to take new risks on things. Some of you possibly looking for new love or just new adventures and really positive and uplifted and inspired. But then it's like something could happen possibly midweek or so to kind of slow you down and throw you into that energy of, oh no, what's the use, and then it's a spiral. So it's like it's imperative, if that resonates, it's imperative to stay in the positive energy. You have a couple double confirmation cards here of the Fool card. The Fool card is about clean slates, new things, new worlds to explore, new things to conquer, new passions to get excited about. Clean slate. Okay. You also have double confirmation of the Five of Pentacles, and especially in this row. The Five of Pentacles is a card of it's not a very positive card. It's a card of loss in some way, or of going downward. And it shows up in this row, and this is like where things start to turn. You start questioning something like, oh, if it's a relationship, oh, maybe I should put more effort into this relationship. Maybe we should get back together. It's like that kind of thing. Or if it's a work situation, oh, maybe I should just stay here even though I hate my job. And even though I had all that, the promise of wanting to start something new and fresh, maybe that won't work, and then you get into this hazy energy of the Seven of Cups where then everything becomes like elusive and questioning and it's like you're wanting to move away from those issues, but what you're moving towards is more downward spiral. The more that you question or allow yourself to get in that haziness of uncertainty or depression or something like that. Yeah, because you have the Five of Pentacles twice. And I feel this can easily be avoided. Well, not easily. Nothing's easy, right? But I feel like it can be avoided. Okay, because I feel like you're headed for a tower, and I looked at the cards at the bottom of the deck. It's not necessarily a good tower. In fact, what I saw was more of a back. If it's romantic, I saw that you would just be heading back into another indecisive, questionable type of situation in a romantic sense. It's going to go back and forth. There was a lot of twos, a lot of on the fence energy, things like that. When the clear advice is the Fool card, clean slate, new things, very much. I feel like if you start entertaining or backsliding, if you start entertaining like a past situation that really has not been. I mean, for some of you, if your person's been great and you just, it does make sense to reconcile and all those things, fantastic. But if it's been a roller coaster ride and this person happens to call again, or there's this new, opportunity to get back with them again, or just start talking with them again, I feel like it's really going to start a backslide energy for you. For others of you, again, if it's like a work or career or whatever situation, that it could pertain to for you in a general reading, then I feel like as soon as you start questioning, like, oh, I don't know, maybe I should just stay where I'm at, or, oh, I don't know if I can really have that new start. I don't know if this is worth it, then that's when the downslide starts. So it is absolutely imperative, I feel, to stay in this more fresher, brighter energy, optimism that you will be experiencing, for a brief time, either in the beginning of the week or that you've already been in, but don't allow any of this negativity to come through. Sure, there may be something the other thing too, real quick, before I start clarifying a couple other things, is, and I'm going to get some advice cards of like what this may be or how to, navigate this. But I would say the other thing too is, there's a possibility here where you just may be questioning in general if like you need to put more work into something, or like you could get like maybe a slight curveball. Like, let's say you have this great idea or this great adventure, or there's something good, going on, but then, you get one of those curveballs thrown at you. Don't let that be like your downfall. Just keep going, keep taking that risk of newness and things like that. Don't allow any of this like negative energy to overtake you. Okay. So, let's see. So also too, you do have the Ace of Cups here. These are kind of like love cards that I pull off on the side because this is a general reading, but I know a lot of people are, oftentimes interested in like the romantic side of things in tarot readings. So I do feel, that the Ace of Cups is, it's typically a card of self-love. It is, but it can also be a card of new love. Not somebody coming back around or something like that, but new opportunities. So, I mean, in this first row, you have two aces, and I feel like that's where your happiness lies, in new things, new passions, new love, self-love, self-motivation, taking some risks, things like that, studying some new things, all that kind of stuff. I feel like that is really good. And then in this row, so maybe midweekish or, something like that, again, there's like this turning point where then it's like, oh, I don't know, that's never going to happen, or, oh, that's not going to work, or, oh, maybe I should just go back with this person, or, that type of energy that's going to bring you into that Five of Pentacles energy that is like that down and out kind of negative. Sorry about that. But the, I'm sorry, I'm very hold on one second. It is kind of an important text. God, I hate to do that. Sorry. I usually don't have my phone right next to me. Okay. Let's see. So, let's see. All right. So yeah. So I do feel like in this row, this is like the start of a spiral again. So then again here, it's like if you maintain the strength, you can move away from this energy. But some of you, once you start to doubt yourself or doubt things or think, oh, maybe I should just do this, the things that aren't like, that are just giving in, then it's like you're not moving forward. You're not moving past problems. You're moving towards more problems, more things that are it's just going to be a harder lesson then, is what I feel. Instead of, the Fool card, which is the clean slate, the new start, and those types of things. Okay. So let's kind of see, like, for most of you, kind of like what this is that you're starting to question again, that like takes you out of this like good energy. All right. So what is this like Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups kind of energy for Leo? Not to mention, we have 7 here. Sevens are about spiritual change needing to happen. And it's like sometimes we're trying to force it on a material way or a tangible way, or we're trying to force it in a, emotional way. But it's really the bottom lines of sevens are that they very much require freedom and spiritual exploration and new heights, in spiritual change. So let's see, what is this Seven of Pentacles and Seven of Cups, please, for Leos? What is this that kind of makes them stop and start thinking about different things here. All right, what is this about for Leos, please? Thank you. Yeah, fear. Fear? Okay. So, okay. Yeah, a lot of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus possibly, or like a third party situation or something like that. That's just never. There's too much fight to try to get to your happiness with this situation. It's a clear reading that's like whatever your situation is. It's like there's something here that needs to be ended. It's like you're not finding the victory. You're finding temporary victories out of it, but ultimately, like if it's a romantic situation, the person you're dealing with is always holding back, never opening up fully, and then leaving you in this sort of trapped energy. But a lot of times the Eight of Swords, I feel, is mental mind F's of like that negative self-talk, like, oh, I may not find anything better, or oh, well, at least I have this, or oh, I don't want to really tell this person what I that I really want to give them this ultimatum, but I don't want to do that because they may motor on and then I'll never see them. But it's like you're not getting any quality from this person anyway, is what I'm seeing for the most part. It's not that they're not a quality person or anything like that. Everybody has their good attributes and their not so great ones. But it's just like for you, the relationship is like not fulfilling is what I'm seeing. Now, again, this could be in regards to work, career, what have you. But it's like that sense of like, well, oh, this is the best I can do, or oh, I can't find any. At least I make enough money to pay my rent, or something like that. So in any contextual situation here in a general reading, this is that mental mind F that tells you can't, or that you're not good enough, or that, oh, I can't say that because this will happen, and that kind of stuff. It's keeping you enslaved, basically, instead of expressing yourself in a more winning, positive fashion. So, I mean, for many of you, it's a romantic situation. For others of you, it could even just be in regards to career. And it's like really wanting that win, but it's not. There's something about it that there needs to be something studied more, or there needs to be some kind of fresh new energy, or some kind of risks taken. But doing the same thing is not serving you. I feel it's not going to be the win that you're looking for. Okay, so let's see. What is the romantic advice for Leos this week, please? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Perfect. Nine of Pentacles is that independent, self-assured. The Nine of Pentacles is the exact opposite of this card. The Nine of Pentacles is a card when we are standing in our power, our self-assuredness, our worth, our value. We let things slide. It's like we don't get stuck in these mental anxieties and fears. And something I've been working on a lot this week that has helped me tremendously, because I'm not a real big, like, I typically don't get like really, I don't have like a lot of like fear type thoughts or anxiety type thoughts or anything like that. But I do, everybody has their own, issues, right? And trust me, I've got my own. And it's like this week I have really been working on just letting things, things I can't control, that I try, I give it my shot. And, if it's just not working, and I've had a lot of challenges this week, especially like technical challenges and things like that. And I've just been saying, well, oh well, it's like I can't fix it, so I'm not gonna like sit around and think about it and complain about it or vent about it, for hours or anything like that. I'm just letting things go a lot more, and I feel like that is something that would be very beneficial for you guys as well. Let's see. So what is the romantic love advice for Leos? Leos, please. Okay, so in the extended, I'm obviously going to look at, like, if this is a romantic situation and you're headed back into it, like, what the most likely outcome is. But I can tell you, I looked at the bottom of the deck. It didn't look very favorable. Okay, but I will explore it in the extended. Okay, we will look at that. Yeah, stop looking at other people's lives and start living your own. That message just came in really strong. Stop, I'm getting like comparisons, or stop looking at like what they have or what someone else has. I believe also too many of you're giving way too much importance to the past instead of feeding the future. The Six of Pentacles is about balance. It's about bringing things into balance, and I feel like there's too much being fed towards the past, and not enough coming into balance for the future. So it's like, I do feel like you guys need a grounded new start in a lot of ways. Just like, it doesn't mean you have to start from scratch or start all over your life or anything like that. I don't feel that, but I feel like what it is, like now it's time to realize you have options. You do have options. So, and it's like the one that's like, that drives you crazy, and things like that. It's not the most positive. It's time to see things from a different perspective. Some of you too, I think you need to get a little pissed, and I usually would hesitate from saying that to a Leo because, you guys usually don't need like a cue, for it, because I've had some Leo friends that, oh my God, watch out when a Leo is pissed. There's nothing like, oh my God, don't want anything to do with that. You guys can be love lions, absolutely. But I'm almost kind of feeling like some of you guys need to get a little pissed about something and start fighting for your happiness. Like, you need to inspect the things that are coming across your plate much more instead of just like rushing into decisions and things like that. And I do feel like you have the ability to manifest like real happiness here. But it's like, I get the sense like it's definitely going to take looking at things from a different perspective, because I feel like the option or options that are in front of you now, they kind of bring out the worst, or they bring you back to that place like of the past, of where into that mindset. And this is saying, no, there's new things to be discovered. So yeah, I really feel there's new things for you, Leos. I mean, it's super clear. The Fool card twice, Ace of Cups. Ace is about new. Ace of Wands about new. All these bright cards, and then this turn where it goes to shit. Pardon my crassness, but so be very careful. Don't let boredom or fear of nothing better drive you into something that is not going to be anywhere near anything better. All right, that's the message that I'm getting the most here. So okay, with that, I'm just gonna pull you guys 2 more cards and we're gonna leave it. If you want to join me in the extended, we will obviously look at more like romantic type things and all that, see if this improves in any way. Okay, yeah, all right, good. So I would say that, new beginnings at the bottom of the deck. Wow, seriously, could it be any clearer? New beginnings, release, okay. You have this card, Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So feel that energy, feel like that presence of someone looking over you, guardians, wise, cosmic earth mothers and shaman and things like that. They're working with you. They're working with you to get through this obstacle, this 5 of attachment. Sometimes we get attached to being depressed, or we get attached to being like let down, and this is what I'm like, wow, you have like such bright energy here, such bright possibilities, Leo, and it's like, but then it's like allowing yourself to go back into this. No. So it's like, but I think this is great, because I feel like these, keepers of the earth, or what have, these ancient ancestors, they're standing right beside you, and they're helping, because this person's chained to this like pillar, this concrete pillar. There's a chain, so it's very much like the Devil card, right? Chained to the circumstances of things. But you're starting to take that mask and look at it like, wow, why was I attached to this? Why was I even in that energy? So I feel like the purity, the white here is showing you that it's like, yeah, you've been chained to something for way too long, and it's like the starting of taking that mask off that wasn't you. This person could have turned you into something that just wasn't you by their energy, their indecisive energy, their negative ass energy, and it's like, again, I'm not saying they're so terrible or anything like that. People do that, unbeknownst to them. They don't know they're doing it. They just do that because if they have really heavy negative energy, they don't know it, but they can certainly bring others down with them, and, not purposefully, but just unbeknownst to them. So yeah, I feel this is a time to gain your power back and that sort of thing. So, all right, Leo, have a fantastic week. Please do me a favor and leave a positive comment in the description box. That's all I ask. Really helps my channel. And I really appreciate it if you could do that. And I will see you guys in the extended if you join me over there. If not, I'll see you next week or on one of the lives. Thanks, guys.